Why pay for cover art when you can just use Microsoft Word? What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. But right now, we are going to talk about this Yelawolf EP called Hotel. Now, when I first heard Yelawolf on Pop the Trunk many years back, I instantly became a bit of a fan because I liked that beat. It was just so nasty with these heavy 808s, and he was flowing his ass off viciously with some good content just about pulling out that shoddy. And then he had that Trunk Music mixtape, which that song was off of, which I thought was just really dope overall. There were a lot of songs on that I liked. But when it came time for his debut studio album, Radioactive, I did like a couple of songs on there, but overall I found it kind of sloppy. And I thought Love Story was an album where he really found himself and really was coming with a unique sound because he was fusing country music with hip-hop. And if you like that sound, you're definitely going to like a couple of tracks on here because he is still bringing that. Like on the song Renegades, where he's just singing an ode to people who are drug dealers, entrepreneurs, single mothers, basically everybody over this twangy guitar production. There's a 45-second snippet called Love Tonight where he's just singing over some acoustic guitar. That one was kind of forgettable. I don't even know why it was really just thrown on here, but maybe it's a track that he's going to flesh out altogether and put on his next album. We'll have to wait and see. And there's also this intro on here called Supersonic Alley Cat, which is just an instrumental. It just kind of sounds like it has a little bit of a folk music vibe to it. And then on the end of it, for like the last 20-30 seconds, he just rambles about being a supersonic alley cat in a Cadillac, whatever the hell that means. I don't know. So, you know, you are getting some of these country vibes, but I don't think it's done as well on here as it was on Love Story. And a lot of these songs on here really just come across as tracks that didn't quite make the cut for Love Story, so he saved them and now we get this EP. Doesn't really sound like some new music that he's really put a lot of work into, but that could be the case. I don't know for sure. And when it comes to the content on here, some of this shit is just kind of cringeworthy, man. Like on the song You Should Have Known, where we get this spacey key production, it was kind of cool, but he's just rapping and singing about how if he breaks a girl's heart, it's her fault because she should have known that he's a badass, man. He drops all these cliches about how he drinks, he's got a gun, his leather jacket, they have sex in the backseat of a car. This whole thing was just kind of cringy to me, very cliche, so I didn't like that track much at all. And even though I like the message on Be Somebody with Bubba Sparks, this one had some pretty bland lyricism too, like on the hook where Yelawolf says, nobody wants to be with someone who's boring, which isn't really any groundbreaking news. Although I did like their flows on this one on the second and third verse where they kind of stack their vocals up at the end of their bars. That was kind of interesting. So this wasn't an all-out bad track, but again, just the content about be yourself, man, be somebody. It was kind of cliche in my opinion. There wasn't really a new, interesting take on it right here. And really, the only song on here where Yelawolf sounded very inspired to me is that one track, Someday, man. You get this little Bob Seger sample and a pre-hook from Yelawolf that adds to the overall feeling of despair. But then on the verses, you get this electric guitar that shreds in, and Yelawolf is just snarling so viciously through his verses about being a trailer park savage, just being tired of it all, and needing to get away from everything. So this track overall had a great concept. I like the feeling in this track. There's a lot of emotion, and I liked how he was spitting with all that energy. So that made for one of the best moments, and I did think the song Good Love was kind of cool too because it was experimental. He kind of had this grungy guitar on there, a little bit of a psychedelic vibe in some spots, so that was kind of cool. And as of now, I'm not really sure what direction Yelawolf is going to go in with his next project because this one, there's not really a whole lot of growth here, and I think this is very average by Yelawolf standards. I definitely think this is one of his worst projects, very average. I'm feeling it at a 2.5 out of 5. I think if you're a die-hard Yelawolf fan, you'll probably love this. You'll like it more than me. I know his fan base can be pretty die-hard, but you know what? You might also find it kind of boring and be wondering what he's going to do with his next project and be hoping that it's going to be something a bit more interesting than this EP. But we'll have to wait and see. Hit me up in the comments section with your thoughts, and also be sure to do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially got to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.